Hello, Fox Wild, and welcome to Channel 42. Today I'm going to be talking about women and the patriarchy and the delusion that they somehow are going to be breaking this patriarchy up. But before I get into that, if you're a level-headed gal, you know what they try to demean you as a pick-me girl, you know, a bit of a tomboy, not like other girls type of girl, and you're interested in dating the Foxy One and you're not over the age of 21, check out the video, Date Fox Wild, Hunting a Unicorn. It's up on both YouTube and I'm also on Rumble. Now, women today seem to think they don't need a man and they want to bring down the patriarchy, all while they pretty much support it. If you've watched any of the videos of these street interviews of some of these girls, well, they want you to pay for their hair and their nails, and they'll list the cost of all their makeup and products that they use and serum and whatever, which, well, the max factor on that is the patriarchy designed it to separate women from their money. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. I mentioned Max Factor in kind of a tongue-in-cheek way. He was the first one that came up with makeup for women, the modern-day products of it, mascara, and all this base that women spend hours putting on and spend so much of their hard-earned money on. I'm glad I'm a man. Really, how are you bringing down the patriarchy when you're spending all your money on products designed and made by men? Have you ever considered, ladies, why after so many years you look so haggard and worn? Wearing all these chemicals on your skin. Take your perfume. Most of the perfumes that the modern women wear, to me, they smell like somewhere between turpentine and acetone. Basically, when I smell you, I think I need a hazmat suit and a cleanup kit. For those of you from Rio Linda, a hazmat suit is something for hazardous material because that's what you smell like. And you're putting all these chemicals on your skin. You get skin problems that you then go and buy a product that another company makes to cure these problems. All these products designed by men and marketed to you by a lot of men in the advertising industry and women as well, but these companies are typically owned by men. So tell me, Liebchen, how is this bringing down the matriarchy when you're clearly supporting it? Jawohl? Da. All this makeup and all this time spent on it, all your money that you put on this crap, especially when it has a designer name on it, when in reality it's pretty much the same thing as the lower end. Check your labels and see what it's made out of. It's all made out of the same crap. And maybe you're thinking, well, I buy mine from some woman that makes it. Does she actually make it? Or does she just stick her name on something that is already made for her from a company that makes 15, 20 other brands of makeup, typically in China? Hey, now there's a trustworthy place, made in Wuhan. And then, well, there's your breast implants, made in China, your lip fillers, made in China. And if you've watched any of the videos, most men don't care for the lip fillers and stuff because they make you look like you belong in a cartoon. Cool World, maybe. But all these products separating you from your money, and then you want a man to pay for them. You're supporting the matriarchy, basically. And wasn't too long ago, Emily W. King had a video up where a woman was amazed. She got hit on by a guy when she was in a raggedy old sweatshirt and sweats. hair messed up. I even commented on that. When you look natural, we're more apt to take an interest in you. When you're taking out the trowel and, stucco coating your face, yeah, that's wake up next to you in the morning and, well, you look coyote ugly and we chew our arm off. That's how much makeup do you really need? How much do you want to support the patriarchy that makes all this stuff? And how much damage do you want to do to your skin? And your support of the patriarchy goes beyond just the makeup. Take this sudden rage to shave about every hair on your body. And there was what, the 4B movement, where you were shaving your heads? You shave your eyebrows and then use a cosmetic product designed by men, sold by men, or advertised by men, for you to use to put on fake eyebrows. Who is it that makes razors and sells them? Companies like Gillette. Who is the president of these companies? Who's in the top leadership positions? Gillette is a company that was founded by a man. So when you're shaving all your privets and everything off of your body, there again, hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're supporting the patriarchy. Thank you for your support. That's where your money goes. And then you have to have all the skincare products to get a nice clean shave. Why? I mean, you're so gullible. These companies start advertising that you gotta shave stuff. So you start spending your hard-earned dollars as a strong, independent woman, basically doing what you're told by the men of advertising to help the men of manufacturing sell their products to you. Golf clap, golf clap. Congratulations, ladies. You can do what you're told to some degree. We make the products, you buy them. Yeah, nice way of bringing down the patriarchy by giving all your money to it and doing what they tell you. Maybe if you wanted to rebel against the patriarchy, that hair color that you're so proud of that was designed and made by a man. I know you use one made by a woman that, well, the engineer was probably a man that came up with the color. Or it's just another formula for the exact same thing made by Clairol. So you're spending a lot of money on stuff because it has somebody's name on it. And in the end, it's pretty much basically the exact same thing. Maybe slightly different, probably not, than Clairol or some other store brand. Strong, independent woman, as smart as a man. Yeah. Giving all your money to men. Nice way of beating down the patriarchy. Try not dyeing your hair. Try being natural. Maybe go lighter on the makeup. You don't have to spend 2-3 hours doing your makeup. I mean, that's a lot of time of your day where you could be actually accomplishing something worthwhile, because in the end, by the end of the day, you're taking all that work off and spending more money on products. Perhaps if you just went with a light base coat, maybe some eyeshadow, that would be fine. Back in history, it used to be men that wore makeup. Wasn't much money in it though, but with you women, the men of the industry are making a lot of money. Then there's all these designer bags and clothes that you buy that they carry a designer's name, typically a man, like the Gucci and Chanel bags that you want. Supporting the patriarchy again. And then you want fancy cars and various things, again, Ferrari was a man. Tell me again, how are you fighting against the patriarchy? By demanding everything be from the patriarchy? Your designer bags designed by men? Your designer clothes made by men? That's not really taking down the patriarchy. Sounds to me like you stand very little chance of winning. Because if they stop making the designer clothes, what would you be left with? Anyways, I'm Fox Wild. That's something for you to think about when you rage against the patriarchy, to consider all your products, your makeup, your designer clothes, and the cars you love. We're pretty much all designed by men, especially when it comes to the cars, and the engineers that make the products, the colors that you love, and all this stuff that are sold to you by men in the advertising world that you probably really don't need. You could get by with a lot less and look better. I mean, look more natural. And you'd probably have a lot more men willing to come up to you, since you didn't look like some kind of AI generated, mannequin. Because we look at you and we can tell. It's kind of like looking at a car. You can tell, looking at a car, when the body has had some work and some Bondo put in. Because that's basically your face. You're a Bondo buggy. I'm Fox Wild. You can check out my novels at wattpad.com/foxwild42, where the book 1 of the Watermelon Brain trilogy is up. Servants and Masters. Give it a read, check it out. I think you'll love it. It's also available on inkit.com/foxwild42. And if you'd like to support my insanity, you can do that via PayPal at paypal.me/foxwild42. And if you're interested in dating the Foxy One and you're not over the age of 21, and if you're a bit of a tomboy, a natural girl, not what they like to call pick-me girls nowadays, you're just a down-to-earth, level-headed chick that's not into all that crap, check out the video, Date Fox Wild, Hunting for a Unicorn. Until next time, Semper Fi, Semper Paratus.
I'm so back.